In section 1.4 and 1.5, we're going to kind of combine. So we're going to compare our counting principle with our combinations. So combination problems versus the counting principle from our last section. So when order does matter, we use the counting principle from the last section. So places in a race, people in a line, first spot, second spot, your passcode to get into certain things, collections of items. When order does not matter, we will use combination, which we'll go over in this lesson. So a committee, a hand of cards. So an example of a problem for a counting principle. So when we are trying to figure out how many ways 3 people can stand in a line. So the order does matter. So if we have Sue, John, and Cedric in a line, but then we change it to Cedric, Sue, and John, are they the same line? No, they're in a different order. So order matters with counting principle. So when we're using combination with this example, how many ways can we form a 3-person committee from a group of 10 people? So if Sue, John, and Cedric are in the committee, but then we list them as Cedric, Sue, and John in the committee, wouldn't that be the same thing? So order doesn't matter for that. So when we're looking at combination, so the math symbol for combination, NCR, it tells us how many different groups we can make when we pick items from a larger set. So here's the formula, which we're not going to use for these problems, but I just wanted to let you know. I'm going to show you how to use your calculator and let the calculator use it for us because we'll always have a calculator available. So easy way to think about it. So the N is the total number of items. So cards, 52 cards in a deck. That's our total number. Or like the last example, a 10-person committee. How many items are we choosing? Well, we're choosing 3 people or 5 cards for our hand. Order does not matter. NCR is for groups, not order. So on a calculator, so depending on what kind of calculator you have, you may want to write down these steps. I'm going to showcase both calculator ways. So the TI-83 or 84, you type in your number. So say end was our 10-person committee. So you'll type in 10, then hit math, then probability, that's PRB, then choose our NCR for combination, then type in our number, so the 3 was our R, then hit enter. So, and we're going to do this as an example. I'm going to show you. And then the TI-33, or if you have a TI-30, you'll type in your number, so say the 10-person committee, second, or math, depending on, you'll choose NCR, and then hit R. So our first plug-in, let's try plugging them in before we use the examples. I'm going to do one in this video, so 7C2. So looking at my TI-84, I'm going to type in the 7 first, then math, and go over to prob, so probability, then scroll down to NCR, hit enter. So go over to probability, go down to NCR, hit enter. And then now it was a 2, so 7C2, hit enter. So our answer is 21. So if you're using a TI-30, TI-33, you'll want to put your 7 in. And you see this one has probability already right here. So click on probability and then go down to the NCR and then type in 2 and then hit enter. So 21.